Welcome back to another video. And in this video, I will show you how to create a responsive footer. So I want to add footer, right? So I will say footer. Okay. And inside the footer, just I want to add a Google sitemap and some social media links. And let's say I want to add location information. So let's do this. So to do this, we need two div. Let's say I want to add a div here. And the first one should be for the 3 column. And the last one should be for the copyright. So here I will say P and copyright. Webtech knowledge. So inside the first div, we will add, at the very first, we will add some social media links. Let's say our Facebook link, YouTube, and Instagram. So to do this, I will add UL here. So I will say UL, and under UL, we will say list. We will add 3 links. One is for the Facebook, another one is for the YouTube, and the last one is for the Instagram. Okay. And let me just keep it inside a div. So I will say here div, and I just cut it from here to here. So as I mentioned that in our first div, we will add 3 columns. So this is the first column, and now we will add another div for the second column. And in this column, we will add a map. So to add a map, let me just write here only map, and then I will show you how to add map. And the last column should be address. So I will use here H3 or H2 maybe, and I will say here address. And here I will add phone number. So I will add here phone, and then email, and then location. Okay. Now if I go to the browser, and here you can see we have social media links, a map, and address. And then here in the address, we have phone, email, and location. And at the very bottom, we have copyright information. So let's do CSS for all of this. So here, let me do CSS for the footer at first. So under the title, I will say here style. Or maybe you can create another file for the CSS. So I will create, so Ctrl+N to the new file, and then Ctrl+S to save the file. And I will say here footer responsive footer style.css, and I will link it in the HTML file. And here I will say responsive footer style.css. So as you can see, we have added a responsive style.css here, but it's not working. I don't know why. Okay, now it's working. So I have made mistake in renaming it. Okay. So here you can see we have a background color here. Here I will say star. So we have removed margin and padding. Let's give it a class, and I will say here column 1, or maybe _1, and I will copy it and I will paste it here inside the CSS file.css, as you can see. And here I will mention the class name and then curly braces, and inside the curly braces I will say that I want to show this div item as flex. And now if I go to the browser and I refresh it, now you can see we have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in a site, and then map, and then address. So now I will add some padding here, and I will say padding should be 10 pixel. And if I refresh it, now you can see we have added padding here. Now you can see we have list, and we have some board icon here for the list. So we'll do some CSS for it. I will say here UL list item, list style should be none. And if I go to the browser and refresh, and here you can see all the list item, style, list style gone, right? So to add gap between them, we can add margin in our column 1 class. Here I will say margin. Let's say I want to add 20 pixel margin here. If I refresh it, now you can see. But the problem is, so we have a class column 1, and inside the column 1 we have div. So let's do CSS for the same div, and I will copy it and I will paste it here, and then I will say div. It means inside the class, I mean column 1, we have 3 div, and this CSS will work for all the 3 divs. So I will say here padding, let's say 20 pixel, and margin should be 10 pixel. I will remove margin from here. Now if I go to the browser and refresh it, now you can see we have added margin and everything is all right. And here in the column, let's say it is displayed as flex. So I will say here justify content center. Now refresh, and here you can see we are in the center. Okay. So here you can see we have Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. So we will add link on it. So let's do this. So to do this, you have to go to the UL here, and inside the list we have to say, we have to add an anchor tag like this. And here you have to say href should be hash. If I refresh it, now you can see we have added a link here. So you can see we have added 3 link here, and now we will do CSS for them. So let's remove the underline and change the color from black to white. So we are in the column 1 and then div. So we will say dot column 1 class, and inside the column 1 we have anchor tag. So we will say anchor tag. We will say here text decoration none, and color of the text is white. Refresh. Now you can see it's working, right? So let me just add a hover effect. I will add a hover effect. So I will say colon hover, and here I will add background color, let's say green. Refresh, and now you can see when I hover on it, color is changing, right? Now let's add map. So to add a map in the div here, you can see I want to add a map. So to add a map, you just have to go to the browser, and you just have to search here Google Map. Go to the Google Maps, and you just have to search here which location you want to add. Let's say I want to add the one restaurant here, as you can see. And yes, this is the location. And if you just want to add this location, you just have to share it. I mean, click here, share, and then embed a map. And you can select the size. So in this case, I'm going to select the small one. So I will copy the HTML from here, and I will paste it here. And now if I go to the browser, let me refresh it. Now you can see I have added a map here, right? Okay. But the problem is we have a horizontal scroll bar, right? So to remove it, we have to go to the column 1 here. And as I mentioned that our display item is flex, so we will forcefully stop horizontal scrolling. So to do this, I will say flex rep should be rep. So, and there is no scroll bar, right? And now we will work for the address section, I mean address column. So we are in the next column. In the third column, here you can see, here we have H2. So I will say here column 1, H2, column 1, H2. Here I will say text align, center. Maybe we can change the color to red. If I refresh, here you can see we have changed the color address. And now here we will use font awesome icon. So to add font awesome icon, you just have to add link here in the head section. So just go to the Font Awesome icon website, and here you have to just search Font Awesome CDN, and you have to just add the CDN link here. And this is the link, first one, all.min.css. You just have to copy it. But to do this, you just need an internet connection. Okay, make sure that you have an internet connection. Without internet connection, it will not work. So now we will use Font Awesome icons. So I will search here Font Awesome icons, and then here you can just click on icons, and here I will type phone. So just click on the icon. So just click on it, it will copy, and then go to the code editor, and here just add it. Okay, and now go for the email. So I will say here email, copy it and paste it here, and the location. Now if I go to the browser, and here you can see we have added icons. Add BR here. So add a BR. Okay, and then now just copy here and refresh, and now you can see we have added phone number, email, and location. Here I will say dot column 1, I mean my class name, and access I here, I mean icon, and here I will say let's add padding of 20 pixel. Refresh it. Okay, I think 10 pixel is good. Okay, nice. And now let's add border here. So I'll say border 1px solid, let's say white. If I refresh, now you can see the border here, and we will say margin here, margin of 5 pixel. Okay, so now it is done. And now we will add here phone. So according to the country code, you can add your phone number, and then email is yamin@gmail.com, and then location, let's say USA. And if I go to the browser and refresh it, now I can see all the things. Now we have to use this copyright in the center. So to do this, so let's give it a class bottom div. Okay, so just copy it and paste it here, dot plus name, and then I will say content text align should be center. If I refresh it, now you can see we are in the center, and I can add some padding here, padding for 10 pixel, and we can change the color also, so white. So this is our footer. That's it. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.